going on, everybody? How's it going? Happy Saturday. Oh, we're back finally. It's been a good minute for me streaming on the channel, but we're finally back. I'm probably making a stupid face right now, but I can't see myself. Hi. Hopefully everybody is well. Crazy week for me. It's the first day I've been able to stream since Monday, so fun. Episode 21 of Tokyo Revengers. We left off last week with these teenage boys. What's up, Milio? With these teenage boys, barely teenage boys, I should say, running around like super soldiers, tanking bat hits to the head, knife wounds to the back, all for the sake of a good time, seemingly. we ended off with Baji plowing his way through 50 guys, getting all the way to Kisaki, but then succumbing to his stab wound, and essentially kind of like passing out right in front of, what's up, Maxi? What's up, if it's passing out in front of Kisaki. So I think this is going to be the episode. The last two episodes I've been saying this is the episode that's going to change everything, and then we end. And then last week I said the same thing, and then we ended. Now this week, I think this is the week is gonna. I can't even. I lost the moment. Okay, let me mute, and we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna waste too much more time. All right, we should be good. So, Tokyo Revengers episode 21. We're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So some volume. What's up, youngs? Because he got stabbed. Oh yeah, I wanted to clip that. I didn't get a chance to because I forgot. But I don't. Did they not? They didn't see him get stabbed. I don't know. I guess they didn't see it. I don't know. Okay, whatever. What? Thanks for thank you for subbing, Winnie. I appreciate it. Completely distracted me. I was gonna go crazy. Someone drop kick him in his forehead. Okay. They skipped over that in their minds. I've been the same. I guess so. I guess they didn't see it. It's kind of like Baji said he got scratched. He acted like it was fine. No one, I guess nobody saw. If you go to last stream, and towards the end of last stream, I did an entire a pits. Appreciate you. At the end of last stream, I did a whole demonstration on the situation and where everyone was positioned, and I just don't like. I don't see how no one else saw Baji get stabbed. I don't know. Like I would assume that the people higher couldn't see behind. What's up, Unlinked? I don't. They couldn't see behind, so if you don't see him run up with a knife, one, I don't know how you. I don't know. They all blinked at the same time. I'm just trying to think how no one saw him. Nobody knew. Nobody noticed Kazutora get up. Nobody noticed him go down. Nobody noticed him turn around and stab Baji. Nobody noticed it until Kazutora stabbed him. But then it seems like nobody noticed that Kazutora stabbed him. It's so weird. Like, I don't know. What's up, Ricardo? It's weird. It's like no one noticed him get to where he stabbed him, but then everyone noticed when he was behind him, but then nobody noticed that he stabbed him when he got behind him. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever. Yep. So get up there. Was Baji. So now that you possibly killed Baji, there's no way. There's no way. Anime logic. I guess so. Okay. I don't know what you do now. It's usually what happens when you're about to go into like a fit of rage. Usually you're not wilding out going crazy. Usually you, well, any instance that I've been in, I usually go quiet. And then it's just snap, go crazy. You gonna kick him? Yeah! Yeah! Made the dust move. It's usually how it goes. You take the leader down, they scatter. Things are already different. How is this gonna play out? Sheesh. Oh my gosh. I think now's the time to step in. Now's the time. He is kicking him so far. Now's the time to step in. Now's the time to step in. Now's the time. Everyone's in shock, but Takemichi, you know how this turns out. It's time to step in. Someone has to do something. Oh my gosh! Come on, Takemichi! This is like punch 27. His left eye has to be done. Boy, move. What's up, gaming nerds? At least he finally realized it. Who's this boy, the Terminator? Jesus. Kazutora is insane, and he's kind of dumb too. So I guess this way Takemichi still saves the day. Technically. I've never met someone that has time traveled that has done so little. So little. Gosh. Well, eventually. Like, your body needs blood to live. You lost a lot of it, sir. Can someone call an ambulance? Be serious. Like, we're dead serious? He's gonna kill himself? That's what we're doing? That's what... Okay. I get it, but Jesus. For real? Really? Who's Kisaki that he could have got Pa out of jail? What? It's a gruesome way to go. I think the reason was clear the moment he stabbed himself, but Someone has to stop him. Like, it was clear that's the reason why he stabbed himself. So that, because they spelled it out for you. When the Kazutora flashback spelled it out, so as soon as he stabbed himself, it's just like, okay, I understand, but it's the first death that we've seen hasn't changed. Circumstances has. But this person still died. Thank you. Finally. Please. Thank you. Hopefully at this point, someone else steps up. This will be the second time Takemichi's done something. Hopefully someone else steps up. Baji spoke for himself. You just don't want to hear it. Yeah. I get it. I do understand what Baji did. But you killed my brother. You attempted to kill my friend. I get it though. I understand like the meaning behind what Baji did. But jeez, it'd be hard for me to let that one go. Hmm? Excuse me. That's a cool way to show that's a cool way to show like the light coming back into his eyes. I like that. Um that was an episode. That was an episode. My next question is just logically from the outside looking in. We all can't be standing here with a dead body. We're gonna get arrested. So do we just leave Baji here and we leave? Like, do we do that? Does someone stay? Like, you're gonna get questioned, right? Like, you're gonna get questioned for this. Like, then again, I don't know how law enforcement in Japan works, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to be the person with a dead body when authorities show up, because you're gonna get detained. I don't know. Aye. That was an episode. That was an episode. To say the least, that was an episode. Like, for real, for real. Trying to catch up on what you guys are saying. My bad, y'all. Yeah, this is the first death that's happened that we've been told about that we couldn't stop. This is the first one. Every other one we've either prolonged or we stopped. But this is the one where we knew Baji would die, and Baji still died. But the big thing about this is that I don't think there was any way, because of how every single party acted. I don't think there was an outcome that could have resulted in the way that this ended without Baji dying. It's weird, right? It's like without Baji dying, none of this happens, because there's no way that anyone gets through the Mikey. There's no way that Kazutora could have this saving grace. There was no way for any of that. Without his death, because it seems like no matter what was gonna happen. That's why I said it, like, in the episode, that Takemichi saved the day, because how it originally was supposed to go, Kazutora was just supposed to brutally murder Baji, like stab him to death. Nothing else that happened after the stab was supposed to happen. Therefore, this whole episode essentially would have never happened. We just would have went from the stab to the beating, and nobody would have stepped in for the beating until Mikey beat him to death. But Takemichi saves the day because he grabs Baji, he holds Baji when Baji gets stabbed. Because of that whole thing happening, it took it away from Baji being by himself, and another person being there allowed Kazutora not to just go, right? Well, it allowed for that not to happen. So Takemichi essentially saves the day with that one action alone, by trying to stop Baji, and which ends up getting him stabbed. But I think it would have been worse if Takemichi wasn't there. I don't think this situation resolves any better with him being alive. It's crazy. Appreciate you, X. I gotta get on Discord, so after the stream I'll hit you up. The charm too, because that charm is very important. Never supposed to get the charm. Yeah, Kazutora got saved by a charm. He got saved by the link behind the charm. So yeah. You should make a Tokyo Revengers drip tier list. Partnering with Chifuyu helped Takemichi gains. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. I would just say I wish Takemichi would have eventually. It feels like, and I'm not gonna harp on this too much, but Takemichi knew like what was gonna happen. So when Mikey is like beating the hell out of Kazutora, he's just sitting there, and no one can do anything because nobody wants to jump in the way of the leader doing what he does, right? Nobody wants to do that. So just from the outside looking in, it's like Takemichi, like no one else is gonna, like, no one else is gonna stop Mikey. But you've also heard like the consequences of what happens if no one stops Mikey. So instead of just clenching your fists and crying, why not attempt to do something? That's why it's just that, like, why not attempt to do anything? Like, Baji shouldn't have had to get up from near death, walk down the cars, and then make a statement and then proceed to kill himself for you to gain the courage to say something. Especially if you heard the words come out of Draken's mouth himself about the day he killed Kazutora is the day everything changed. So why, even if like we seen that Takemichi jumping in would have done nothing, he just would have beat the hell out of Takemichi until he didn't move, and then walk back over to Kazutora and continue doing what he continued beating him to death. Why not at least try to do that? Doing nothing, in my opinion, just feels like, why would you not do anything? Why would you just sit there and cry and just be a prisoner to fate? Like, do something. I don't know. Like, you gave all of Toman energy to keep fighting Valhalla. Like, there's a possibility, we don't know, but there's a possibility if you step in, maybe Draken says something, maybe someone else steps in, like, Mikey, no, chill, like, especially like if you don't know, right? You don't, like, there's no pot, like, you don't know. I just feel like I still stand on the thing that, like, this doesn't resolve in a peaceful way without Baji's death, but at least jump in, do something, and then Baji gets up. It's just something, right? It's just something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something like that. It's just why. That's it. I'm not gonna harp on that too much more. But who's gonna be the first division captain now that Baji's dead? I would assume Chifuyu, because he was the vice captain. He would just step up in line. Kisaki's still gonna hold his position, just because we know how much. Also, like, no, that's a rhetorical question. I'll keep that to myself. I would assume that Chifuyu would be the one that would step into place or appoint somebody. I don't know. Takemichi did go through some character development through this episode, but some people got mad at how he did nothing in the first half of the episode. It took, like, Baji had to die for him to get character development. That's crazy. When he already knew that, I'm all for character development, but like, Takemichi didn't do anything until, like, Baji told him, like, Baji had this whole heartfelt moment and talked to him, right? He talked to him, said what he had to say, and then was like, I leave them to you. And then Takemichi stands up, and then we get to see another conversation with Baji and Chifuyu, and then it cuts back to Takemichi, and Takemichi's still there, and then it, like, finally hits him, like, I leave them to you. And it's just like, oh man, maybe I should do something. You know what? Now I'll jump in the way. Like, why did you have to sit on that? Why did you need him to tell you that? You knew that. It feels contradictory, because Takemichi has been running around saying, I'm going to be the leader of Toman, out loud to everybody. So why, why do you need Baji to be like, I leave them to you, to confirm, Baji shouldn't have to tell you that I leave Mikey and Toman to you in order for you to get it, because you just watched Hina die, and that was your confirmation of taking over the gang and becoming the leader. You shouldn't need a double confirmation on taking the gang and like, you shouldn't need a double confirmation, but he needed it. It's weird. It's weird. What the hell was all that walking away from the fire like a badass then? Like, what was all that? I don't know. That's why I just don't talk about Takemichi, because I just go into like this spiral about why is he doing this and this and this and this and this. I don't know. It's up to Chifuyu to decide who to become. Okay. Nobody wants to interfere and get that roundhouse to the dome. As soon as Hanma leads a punch, a Draken gets one shot by Mikey. Nobody's going in. Oh, so Takemichi more durable than Hanma? He didn't, but Mikey didn't hit Takemichi with the nuclear combo. He didn't do him like that. It wasn't that bad in the manga panels. Mikey is scary as hell though. He is. Anime just has some crappy cuts and framing. Takemichi's still not desperate to change the future. That spits all over Hina then. If he was more desperate, he would have interfered in the first second. It spits all over Hina. Wasn't Takemichi's This wasn't Takemichi's moment. Don't care. Spits all over Hina. Takemichi is a tank. A little bit. The boy could take a beating. The boy could take a beating for real, for real. Damn, I was gonna say something and I kept reading and it kind of threw me off. Damn it. I want more of Chifuyu. I like him a lot. I want more of him. Damn, what was I gonna say? It's gone. It's gone. Do you have a problem with my face? Who is Takemichi? Answer: co-founder / chairman and CEO of Noob Academy. A little bit. Mikey knocked Hanma out with one kick. Takemichi took a punch and a kick from Mikey and still got up. But the difference of kick though, like he doesn't like Hanma at all. So he got hit with the nuclear joint from back there. Boom, straight to the dome. He didn't hit Takemichi with one of those. Not with one of the dome shots. He hit him hard. He didn't hit him with one of those crazy joints that's cutting through space-time fabric that puts you in a coma when it makes impact. He didn't hit him with one of those. That's what he hit Hanma with. He didn't hit Takemichi with one of those. He hit him with a good one. Not with one of those like freaking atom rearrangers. He didn't hit him with one of those. I like Chifuyu a lot. Baji carried Toman's fate on his back, so this was him passing the torch to Takemichi. And watch the episode just speaking from the manga. Like, that makes sense. It makes sense. Like, 100% that makes sense. I'm not arguing that. I'm just arguing. I'm not arguing anything. Just pointing out what doesn't make sense to me. Sorry if Takemichi ends up becoming the leader of Toman. You guys got big mouths anyways. Sorry if that's a thing. Sorry if the boy changes a lot in the next arc. Sorry, you guys got big mouths. Like, sorry if that happens, but currently episode 21, not reading the manga. This is my experience. Guess what? I don't like the boy. I don't like him. I don't. Like, he makes decisions that just frustrate the hell out of me. And I like the series. I like the story. I like all the supporting characters, but his decisions just irritate the hell out of me. So I'm sticking with it until the boy changes, and hopefully I like the changed boy. That's it. In the manga, you don't see Mikey kicking Hamna. You see after image of him before getting buried. Just wearing a My Hero shirt. A pits. How they cut that though? That Hanma kick. They cut it. It like how they cut it. It had crazy impact. That's why I'm like this kick right here. Like this kick, it wasn't the. Like this kick isn't the same as the one he smashed Hanma with. Just not the same. Like that's not the same as where he hit Hanma at. Oh no, this is way back here. Where you kick him at? It was way before this. I gotta go further, don't I? Way further. Jeez. Further than this. Damn, he really kicked him at the beginning of the episode like that? It didn't feel like that much time passed. Holy crap, it was a whole episode. Yeah, that cut was nasty. He didn't hit Takemichi like that. He didn't hit him like that. The man's got foam coming out of his mouth. He kicked him good. But he's got his butt in the air. Come on. He didn't hit him like that. He gave him a good kick, but he didn't freaking destroy Takemichi. It makes him feel strong, man. Right? It makes him feel strong. Just how, and I say all these things about just like Takemichi not doing this and that and that and this and nobody stepping in, but how it's done. Like if I look at it from like a wrestling standpoint, like booking and heels and faces and all this stuff. Like how, like no one wanting to step in. Like if you didn't see, like if I only showed you a picture of the gang and how small Mikey was in comparison to everyone else, and you never watched the show, but then spit it out. I never showed you the show. I showed you a picture of the entire gang and Mikey's height and size in comparison to everyone else, and then showed you this scene and how nobody wanted to step in, how it's written, how it's booked. Just it's written to make Mikey feel really, really, really strong. Like you can feel that he is strong. Like it's not like his strength so far has not been undermined. Like when Mikey goes to do something, they respect what he's gonna do, even if they don't even think it's the right thing, because they don't want to get put down like they just watched him get put down. I like that. It's weird. I can like it and not like it at the same time. Like if I look at it from a different character standpoint, I hate it. But if I look at it from Mikey's standpoint, I love it. It's weird. It's so weird. Show your t-shirt. I feel like a cam girl. Why you guys want to see the shirt so damn bad? I appreciate it, but sheesh, I can combine the both of them. I dropped the cap to my chapstick. Like, what is going on? All of the Toman members are more useless than Takemichi, besides the ones that will get attention in the future arcs. I guess so. Mikey is low-key the most dangerous character in Tokyo Revengers, and you feel it. You definitely feel it whenever you. It's something like how it's written. It's why in other series, like if you've watched me watch other series or read things on the channel, you know that I love when our cast of characters always get around someone else and you get to hear somebody else talk about them, right? I like that. Like, I like it because it builds like the mythos of who this character is. So when it's even in flashbacks, it's like, that's that Mikey kid. Even now, that's that Mikey kid. Like, his name rings around Tokyo. It rings. I love it because it's not like, it's never undermined. It's not played for jokes, because when he gets serious, nobody could do anything about it. There has been no one so far in this show that could do anything about it. Hanma had a little squabble with him in the August 3rd battle, but that was kind of like a disadvantage, caught off guard. We show up, yeah, we're just gonna get to it. But his name rings. His name rings. His name rings. Man, if I saw Mikey put Hanma in rest mode, I'd watch too. I'd be like, you leader. Baji was savable. Can't change my mind. He was savable. Like, I'm not gonna disagree with you with that. He is savable, but I'm not gonna say I don't think, because someone else could probably come up with something and it'll change my mind. But as these characters are written, how they are, and this current situation that they're dealing with, starting from the death of Shinichiro, I probably butchered his name, forgive me. Starting with his death until now, I don't see how this conflict gets resolved in a peaceful way. Like, this is about as peaceful as the situation could have been resolved. They're kids. They're not gonna talk nothing through. They're 15. They're not gonna talk. They're 15 and 16. 15 and 16-year-olds, they don't talk. They'll fight or they won't talk. I don't see how this situation gets resolved any other way than with the death of Baji, and Baji killing himself so that Kazutora doesn't have to feel like, I've gone and done it again, because that's exactly what he felt like. I messed up again, because he's like, I messed up with my parents. He takes that burden. I messed up with Mikey, and now I messed up again with Baji. So he can't fix these other two things, but Baji took away the messing that up. So I don't see how that gets resolved, because I just don't see how this gets resolved. I don't know. If we're going in that route, Draken didn't die because of luck, more than because of Takemichi. That's confusing. I don't understand. Sorry. What's up, Weebu? Is that how you pronounce your name? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Mikey's basically the Gojo of Tokyo Revengers. Busted. You gotta write stuff around him. I don't know. I don't know where this series goes. I like Mikey a lot. Mikey is my favorite character. Shall I spoil it? No, thank you, but I've already been spoiled anyway, so suck it. Hell out of here. Mikey's my favorite character. Well, no, Draken's my favorite character. Draken and Mikey are my favorite characters. They're 1 and 1A. They're my favorite characters. So, so I don't know how I'll feel personally with the the transition of power, however the hell that's supposed to go. If he dies, if nothing happens, if he steps down, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Just how we get to a point where Mikey is not the leader of this gang. I don't know. Who knows? Takemichi carried Draken, making it closer for him to get to the ambulance so he wouldn't die. What I mean that when Draken got stabbed, he just got lucky. Takemichi's influence wasn't that big. No, we truly got to see Takemichi's influence on the gang in this fight. That August 3rd battle, Takemichi was just wandering around the parking lot. Just happened to get lucky that he was standing next to Draken when he got stabbed. Like, that wasn't tactical strategy by Takemichi. Takemichi was just wandering around because he was lost, didn't know where anybody was, saw Kiyomasa, was like, damn it, lucked up. But then it was just like, he already stabbed him, damn it. So it was just like he was lucky that he saw Kiyomasa, because if he turned his head a little bit later, Kiyomasa would have walked right by him. He would have missed him. He probably wouldn't have went to Draken. He would have went another way. Draken would have bled out in the parking lot. That was just a matter of luck. Absolutely, it was a matter of luck. This right here, someone in the chat said Takemichi could have just called the police. If we're being, there's about to be a big gang fight in this junkyard. So and so. Like, he could have did something like that. It would have prolonged the inevitable. Right? It would have prolonged the inevitable. We would have had this experience somewhere else at a different date. But hell, anything. Let's try to do something. Let's try to do something. I don't know. I come up with these ideas, but then I'm like, how the story is written, I wouldn't survive. Because clearly I wouldn't have thought about doing anything that Takemichi did in this fight. But if it were me, I wouldn't be getting the dog piss beat out of me. So, hey. Teach his own. We wouldn't be in this situation if Takemichi was in a punching bag anyways. Takemichi being a punching bag got him in the good graces of Toman in the first place. So, hey, you gotta take them as they come. So, I would do more to Kisaki than that, Sushin. I'd do more than just slap him. He deserves so much more. I don't even know all the crazy things he does. He deserves so much more. Doing anything except calling an ambulance. Who knows? That's all I got. I'm gonna call it. I can't hold on to anything. I'm gonna call it. I've never gotten into a fight, and I'm always itching for a fight. If I was Takemichi, fighting isn't fun. People that like fighting, I don't know. I don't like fighting. I fought enough. Like, I don't want to be fighting as an adult. I fought enough as a kid and a teenager. Like, I fought enough. But I'm gonna call it. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Like I said, this was an episode. I think I'm still digesting exactly what's happened. When I started this episode, I never would have thought that Baji commits seppuku to resolve the situation. Like, that's odd. Like, I'm gonna kill myself and resolve the situation. That's what happened. Like he killed himself, and that played a big part into the resolving of this situation. So I don't know. Like, I'm still digesting that, because Baji was dope. Cool character design, like his personality, like his energy. It's crazy. It's a crazy way to end this, to seemingly end this arc. It's pretty nuts. Take that charge, DVC fan. Oh man. But yeah, I'm still digesting. This is a hell of an episode. Let's see where next week takes us. Like, funeral for Baji, resolution with Kazutora somehow. Where does this leave Valhalla? Where does this leave Valhalla? I don't know, because Valhalla, they tucked their tails and ran. Like, does Hanma lose cred for getting beat up like that? Kisaki's still in the running. Does this now turn into Mikey? I know this is the worst time possible, but like, that's the first thing I'm doing, because I said I was signing out and I talked myself back into a conversation. But I'll end with this. If I'm Takemichi and I'm Chifuyu, right? Granted, we're dealing with the death of Baji, but we've already talked. Takemichi already had a conversation with Mikey about Kisaki, and Mikey put the stipulation on, if you bring Baji back, I'll get rid of Kisaki. Now that didn't happen, but he said he was gonna kill Takemichi anyways, and he hasn't. So clearly he's not gonna go through with that. But if I'm Takemichi and Chifuyu, I go to Mikey and I'm saying, hey, I understand that we're dealing with the death of Baji, but the reason why Baji did everything that he was doing was because he didn't, like, Kisaki was a mole for Valhalla. And just lay it out X, Y, and Z for him. I feel like we shouldn't dawdle with that. As soon as we deal with the funeral and all the things that lead up to the funeral, do they do funerals in Japan? I don't know. But I'm just speaking from my like funerals and stuff, like you do a wake. I know they do, cremate. I do know they do that, like cremation. But I don't know if they have they do have funerals, because we've seen one for Hina. It probably depends on the family. I don't know. But counting, he punched him 97 times. It could have been 70. What's up, Dio Brando? But I digress. Like, that conversation with Takemichi, it would have to be with Takemichi. It would have to be with Chifuyu presenting their information to Takemichi and the rest of the division captains without Kisaki present. That, I feel like that has to happen. If that doesn't happen, I'm just gonna be annoyed. I may not say anything about it, but right, I may not say anything about it. I'm not gonna say anything about it because it'll just spiral out of control. But I feel like that if that doesn't happen, I feel like that's poor writing. What the hell was the last couple episodes for anyways, if that conversation just doesn't happen? So that's where I'll leave that. I appreciate you guys again for hanging out with me, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Huh? What? Who is that? What? Okay, all right, I'll see you guys next Saturday, and for episode 22. And yeah, that was weird. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.